welcome. My name is Melissa, so thank you for coming today. We have our Halloween party. So today we need to get organized. We need to plan and make sure we buy everything that we need. We're having family come over for kind of like dinner, and then they just hang out with us while we pass out candy for trick-or-treating. We're very excited. We live in Iowa, so it can be very cold. We need to plan for that. We're gonna have a fire pit. This year we made sure that our costumes can handle like some warm layers underneath. Last year I started out as Belle, and then very quickly I became girl in jacket with blue skirt. So we'll see how this year goes. I don't know. It could be very cold or it could be really enjoyable. So today, first thing is to get organized. I need to make a list. I'm thinking of dinner for the family, and then candy to pass out to kids, but also I like to pass out hot apple cider for the adults, and then everything that goes with that. I also thought it would be fun to have some sort of like bingo cards for the people that are here of different Halloween costumes. For like, if a kid shows up wearing a Batman, you get to cross that off your bingo board. So we'll kind of play around with that. I have a whole week right now, but I just need to get organized and make sure I give myself enough time, because I think it's gonna be really fun. It's one of our favorite ways to like meet our neighbors and to have our family all together, because it's my side of the family, but also Chris's, and we all come together and it's just really fun. So I need to plan, and then I'll check in with you, and hopefully I have my whole list all put together. Okay. All right, so we made it to Sam's Club. We're gonna go in. For sure we're getting the candy, I think, here. That's the best place. It's always a gamble, like how much is too much, and you don't wanna, okay, I'm just gonna move you out of the shot. Oh, you're real boring. Yeah, look alive, buddy. So hopefully we'll get the right amount and not be left with too much. Candy, what else did I say? Some of the food for our dinner too. And then, oh, the apple cider. I wanna get the apple cider here too. And we need dog food that I forgot with groceries. Got Chris's coffee sample that he doesn't like.
I'm gonna drink it.
Getting some clothes maybe.
Hey. Ooh.
Yum.
Ooh.
All right, well, we were successful at Sam's Club. We were going back and forth between what candy, and then we had to realize, okay, this isn't the candy just for us, it's for the kids, even though we probably will sneak a few, so we wanted to make sure we liked it. But
the hardest thing is trying to remember, will we even see 50 kids at our house? Because that's a lot of kids. Will we, if we do, will we even see 100?
But they also take multiple.
We got like 300 pieces of candy total, and I'm like afraid it's not going to be enough. I don't get it.
We'll see. Last year we had a lot of extra candy, but that's okay. How many samples did you have?
Let's see. I had a taco sample that was really good.
Taco?
A pizza sample that was pretty good. Yeah, I told you about it, but you probably weren't listening.
That's probably in my phone.
And then I had a stroopwafel sample that was mid, and then I had a cup of burnt coffee sample that was vomitrocious. And then I had 3 samples of Alani. I went through a few times because I noticed the lady wasn't looking up. She had her head down.
I only saw you do 2.
I'll take another sample. Yeah, I took 3. To be fair, there were 3 flavors, so I think I probably could have taken all 3 while I was there, but I didn't want to be that guy, so I secretly was that guy. So it was a good day for samples.
Well, we're off to Walmart now. Probably won't be any samples, but we got a lot of stuff to get, so hopefully it's a little bit less busy in Walmart than it was in Sam's. Going on a Saturday, not my first choice, but it was fun. All right, I need to put these groceries away, but I thought I would show you what we got, because some of these are frozen. I really need to get a move on, but here's everything we got so far, and then, I think we're about ready. So Chris is in charge of a drink, and I'm excited. Sprite pineapple juice sherbet, and we got this to dispense it. I hand out hot apple cider to people that are trick-or-treating for our dinner. It's classic, in the crock pot. You just can't go wrong with that. I don't remember what ingredients are for what. I know we're doing a, caramel apple dip, which I'm waiting to get the apples till it's closer. And then I'm also making pumpkin cheesecakes with a salted caramel, which actually, do I have the stuff? I might need to get stuff for the homemade salted caramel, so we'll see about that. Pigs in a blanket, chips and dip, pulled pork. This is both from Sam's. It's like the easiest way to just make sure everyone is fed. And then to hand out, we went with, because I always like to have gummies, but also chocolate. So Sour Patch Kids, I mean, that's, if I have to eat candy, that's probably my favorite. And then, I'm sorry, if you have to eat chocolate, twist my arm, Kit Kat, and I liked these 4 flavors. That looked pretty fun. Happy Halloween! The day is here. It kind of snuck up on me, so I had to abandon like a couple things that I thought maybe we would do. And then I'm like, okay, I'm trying to do too much. So I focused on priorities, which is making sure people need food, and then making sure that we're just like, I'm focusing on the people, like my family and stuff like that. Like, what do they want? Not just the idea in my head. So anyway, I think we're doing well. I think it's gonna be ready. I am a little bit sad because it's kind of cold and a little bit windy too, which is not good for our fire pit. So we'll see how this goes tonight. But that's Halloween in Iowa. Like, it's gonna be cold always. So, oh well, it kind of makes it cozy to like huddle around the fire, you know? All right, so let me see. We've got barbecue pulled pork in the oven right now. We've got our little, what are they? Oh, pigs in a blanket. Can't think right now. Then some little meatballs. Okay, over here, this looks so good.
Ah, man. Repair them. Ah! Didn't work on the apple.
Anyway, caramel apple dip. Got some brownies, some pumpkin cheesecakes.
Woo-hoo!
With salted caramel.
Love those.
Those are so good.
Spoiling
chips
this
and dip, veggies. Oh, here's Christopher's drink that he made, complete
Eyeball
with
special.
eyeballs. And now I need to go get my costume on. And we need to start, well, the fire can wait. Same with apple cider. We're gonna make a fire for, obviously, people to hang out. But also, I need to warm up some apple cider so we can pass that out to adults that want it. So, okay, costume first. Okay, I am Ravenclaw, so I think I'm ready. I'm as warm as I can be right now. We'll see how this lasts through the night. Okay, good morning. So the party was so fun. I just want to go through like the highs and then the things that I kind of want to tweak and improve on for next year. So first of all, it's just so fun. We've talked about like just the fact that we get to invite both of our families. You know, Halloween, it's kind of not as high pressure as some of the other holidays. So this one was a good one just to have people over. We invited, like originally it was like our siblings, they are all in, they're not in like neighborhoods, so they don't necessarily have like the trick-or-treat experience at their houses. So, or their like apartments or condos. So we invited them to ours, and then our parents, their neighborhoods just don't quite have as much, like as many kids, you know? So I think they're just being nice to come over and spend the time with us instead of in their own neighborhoods, but it's so fun. I love handing out, like, I don't know, I complained a lot because it's cold here in Iowa. We were thankful that it wasn't like raining or snowing because it has before. It was a little windy, but not terrible. And like we just kind of dressed accordingly, and then we had the bonfire, which I always forget that a bonfire at night means I need to shampoo my hair. Like I can throw my clothes in the wash, but I was like, oh yeah, my hair, I mean, it holds on to bonfire smell strong. So anyway, I just need to remember that and plan for it next time. But the bonfire was great. It was like kind of fun to have people want to get close to the fire, you know? So then we were all talking and hanging out. Chris made a great playlist. I think he grabbed it from Spotify, but then he made his own and kind of like took out any songs that were like, that had like evil or like stuff like that. He took those out. So it was just kind of like the fun ones. He had like little, you know, dance party, which if it's cold, that makes people want to move. So that was good too. The hot apple cider was a huge hit. In fact, for next year, I need to remember to buy a second, is it carafe? Like the pump. So we would have one and then we would realize it was out. And so then I'd have to like run inside and warm up the next like batch of hot apple cider and then pour it in. Like that was one thing I needed to do better, is like have one ready to go and then a second one that you can like refill. Because at one point it was like Chris told this huge group of adults like, hey, you guys want hot apple cider? And they said yes. And it was like so many and we were out. So I had to like run in and he was like, are you coming? Like, yes, but it's not hot yet. Like, so they were just all awkwardly standing around, which I don't know. I guess that's also kind of the point. Like we wanted to meet people and talk to them. So that's okay. But lots of kids. I said I was going to keep track of how many kids this year, and I did not. Like as soon as I got overwhelmed with like a huge group came at once, and I was like, I lost count. So it was definitely over 50. I think less than 100. We had definitely tons of candy left. I think next year we're going to just pare it back. We'll see. Also I had way too much food. So the day of our party, I was like panicking that I wasn't gonna have enough food for everybody. So I bought like another huge box of the Cider chips. And then I added a second thing from Sam's Club, the pulled pork. We had so much pulled pork. That's like Chris for at least a week is gonna have pulled pork for lunch because I think we have so much left over, but that's okay. Everyone was fed. I was glad about that. No one was like left hungry. Also, I dropped the ball because I got a really good picture of, or a video of my brother dressed up as Dwight Schrute from The Office. And then I got like one photo, I didn't even take it, one photo of the group that dressed up, and then that was it. And so I apologize. I will show those, or here, maybe I'll put them here. I can show you a couple years ago, Chris and I wore the same costumes, so I can do that photo. And then last year we were Belle and Gaston, which was really fun. So I can show that photo too. We did have an idea for next year. This is Chris's idea, that we dress up as Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus, because then we can just already decorate for Christmas a little bit early and we'll say it's part of our costume. So maybe that will be our next year theme. We'll see. Yeah, Chris has a beard, so we always try to think, like, it's a little bit tricky with costumes. Not that it has to be authentic or whatever, but he always kind of thinks, oh, I can't do that person. They don't have a beard. Which a lot of characters or people in movies don't have beards. So anyway, overall, it was so much fun. My heart was like so full. I just love all my people together in one spot, you know? And then to chat with the neighbors and to see all the kids and to like just sit around the fire chatting. It was my favorite thing. So I'm definitely learning to like Halloween. I still don't like anything scary, but Halloween is growing on me. So thank you so much for coming along. I would love to hear if you do anything, like if you have a tradition, I would love to incorporate that into what I need to do like next year. So let me know in the comments below. And then of course, if you like just vlogs like this, like spending time together and just doing real life, then make sure you subscribe and like the video. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.